So our client, a nonprofit, thought they would go out of business. With our help, they didn't. They found a sustainable home for their operations. They netted $80 million, and they totally transformed how they pursue their mission. Now, in the case of this client, the board was down in the dumps. The executive director and the board had looked at the future. They had looked at the reimbursement trends in the part of the health system where they operate, and they had come to the conclusion that they would go out of business in a few years. They saw themselves as, after a 50-year heritage of serving their communities, about to fail. What this nonprofit organization did was it took the opportunity to say, we are not defining success just by how our legal entity works and the financial sustainability of that legal entity. Instead, we're going to look broadly at what our mission is, serving the public health in the communities where we operate. We're going to think creatively about all the ways that we can pursue that mission. And we're going to find partners to help us pursue it better. And so what they did, once they came to that conclusion, where they would identify their purpose in their mission rather than in their organization, was they said, let's find mission-aligned private sector operators who can do the work that we're doing today. In that case, it was home health and hospice services. They can do it better than we can. They can do it more profitably than we can, and they can sustain that part of our mission longer than we can. Let's negotiate the sale of our operations to those private sector entities in a way that we know that they will keep pursuing the mission that we had. Let's take the proceeds that we can get from that transaction, and let's redeploy that money towards the same public purpose that we had had before, which was the public health in our communities. And so this organization, by thinking creatively about its future, thinking and understanding its capital resources, knowing how to negotiate a merger and acquisition transaction, and keeping a positive sense of all the different ways they could pursue their mission, came up with an outcome they could in no way have achieved on their own by selling their operations, taking the net proceeds back into the organization, and organizing themselves to pursue their mission in a different way.